Oneshell Media International proudly present.
Ten Most Dangerous Homes in the World, Part 1. Number 10, Kachki Pillar.
Atop a gravestone pillar in the small country of Georgia can be set up a church. Standing 130 bases, the pillar was chosen in medieval times as the perfect point for a hermitage, a place where monks live in total insulation. Until the 1500s, monks lived and failed then, insulated from the outside world. Also, for hundreds of times the church was abandoned, until 1995, when an original monk returned to the pillar, restoring the small church he has lived there ever ago. That might sound like a delightful way to live, but it's incredibly dangerous. Not only is it a bitsy patch of land girdled by a sheer drop, the only way to reach the top is by climbing a ridiculous graduation. The graduation is iron and original government officers advise against climbing it, making the church one of Georgia's most dangerous homes.
Number 9, Just Room Enough Island.
The lowest inhabited islet in the world is called Just Room Enough Island. Set up on the swash dividing New York and Ontario, there are numerous small islets then. But this bone is unique. Slightly enough room for the house itself. The islet has only a small quantum of land beyond it, and only at low drift. At high drift the water surrounds the house completely. So it's not a great place to live, but for some reason a family does. Supposedly in the 1950s they bought the islet and soon decided it would be the perfect place to make a house. I suppose we can each agree they were wrong.
Number 8, Eastchurch Cliff House.
Earlier this year a cliff edge in southern England collapsed, leaving 20 homes uninhabitable. One home in particular was left literally hanging over the edge. The problem is the coast is constantly eroding. So while these homes were once a safe distance away, decades of crashing waves gradually ate away at the cliff. But even with the cliff edge inching closer, the houses were still inhabited. Then one night in May 2020 a huge section of the cliff crumbled, leaving one of the world's most dangerous homes.
Number 7, Mount Heng Monastery.
On the side of a Chinese mountain there's an ancient Buddhist friary. For 1500 times it's been perched on a sheer edge, 246 bases below ground. Propped up by rustic pillars drilled into the mountain, it's amazing the friary hasn't collapsed. It's said that for utmost of its history callers were too spooked to enter the friary. After all, they had no way seen anything like it. But still numerous monks have called it home. We can only imagine how numerous of them fell to their death.
Number 6, Lone House of Istanbul.
7 times ago a large construction point was cleared out in the middle of Istanbul. At 300,000 square measures it was entirely cleared, piecemeal from one house. The house in question was possessed by a man called Aladdin. Aladdin refused to leave the house no matter how important plutocrat he was offered. For him it wasn't about plutocrat, it was like he was on a one-man campaign against the construction design. Unfit to force him out, they simply began construction, while leaving his home untouched. And while this immense construction job commenced, Aladdin carried on living there. But as you image, living in a construction point so big is just not safe. Chancing himself in Istanbul's most dangerous home girdled by constant noise and pitfall, he ultimately decided to move out. But it was only after a 3 and a partial time standoff. It's an inspiring story, one that achieved nothing but inspiring nonetheless. Please like and subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates.